Yeah, we back. Man, we gotta talk, yo. We definitely gotta talk. Mm-mm. Oh yeah. What's up with everybody? Robert, what it do? What's good? Yo, what up? Oh my god. We gotta talk about this game, man. I said we gotta talk. I'm so hungry right now. What's up, Ego? I was waiting for your take on this BS. Yeah, man, I did a video yesterday, but we back on it. You did. I need them notifications to go out. King Palmer, what's up? No, hey, another. Oh my god. These munchies? Salute. Jay, what up? Man, your man is back. I can't wait. Talk about it again. Mm-mm-mm. Smash the like button. More engagement. So YouTube start playing with it. What up? Man, YouTube be on that bullshit. It knows when I'm away from home, and it be acting all cautious with the sending notifications. So, like I'm finna do something illegal because I'm out of town or something. Sad when fans think fighter is bigger than boxing. Man, it is sad. I can't wait to start. Hurry up. Smash the like button so your man could cook. Let me cook. I want to talk about this. See, yesterday, I know what y'all tried to do. I was on the flight. I only had 1 day. Y'all got to understand this hustle is so real, man. I was in Vegas. I had like a day and a half at home, and then I flew to another time zone. So I went from Cali to Vegas to Cali for a day and a half, and then from Cali to Houston. Actually, Cali to LAX. No, Vegas. It was Cali to Bay Area to Vegas, switched planes, then went to Texas. So when I did the last stream, I was kind of groggy. Y'all try to catch me with jet lag. We get too sharp, so they try to catch me when I'm jet lagged, when I'm tired, when I'm not as alert. But I got some rest. Now I'm back. Now I'm back. It's a different thing. Now we're gonna talk about this Canelo shit yet again. I know that road life be going crazy. You go, man. I was home for like a day. Cause that half Sunday I don't really count, or Monday I don't really count, cause I was like hella tired from traveling, so I didn't really get much done. So I had one full day to myself, and it wasn't to myself because I had to pack. But hey, this is the life I chose. Let's get it. But I know y'all try to catch me when I'm sleep. See, they know how sharp I am when I'm system out and try best to always do. Make bias. Shit is funny. Old media ramble is true. Know the stuff the information that's coming out, bro. They know what it is. The career doesn't help him in any way. If anything, it looks like he's evading. Um, it looks like he's evading the truth. Oh my god, they mad as fuck at the video. Hold on, you should read some of these comments. Look, Young King in the making, bro. Where? Can y'all see that? Hold on. Don't judge. Salute my dude Ego. Happy June 27th. Rest in peace, DJ. Talking about the same guy that ducked Danny, which Canelo fight and won. LOL. These motherfuckers, they tried it, man. First of all, what is Danny? Listen, you see how I can make a point, my points with just the parties involved? These motherfuckers can never make a point without dragging someone that don't have nothing to do with the immediate subject into the frame. They always try to drag people into the picture. Danny Jacobs don't have nothing to do with this franchise Canelo bullshit. You know, and again, if you're gonna quote me, quote what I said. I with move the WBC, the powers that be, are allowing Canelo to duck. Not Canelo as a person, but it's still associated with his brand. Stop playing with me, Smokey. Canelo's brand is like connected to this move. And to be honest, I'm not even going front. I do think the WBC and Golden Boy have worked together to come to this conclusion. You know what I'm saying? Because it's super random and it super benefits Canelo. So it seems like something like they're somehow in cahoots with or whatever. I told you, I already went through this. Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, put your fives up. I'm about to cook these boys, man. Someone tried to compare Chavez, insane, running rampant. They running rampant, bro. They start comparing shit that don't have nothing to do. Chavez don't have nothing to do with this. Danny Jacob don't got nothing to do for at least 3 to 4 fights. I mean, that's evident. See, but they had to come out with an excuse for as to why Canelo ain't fighting his fucking mandatory, which is unfair because everybody else, Wilder got to go through his mandatories, Gary Russell, Kovalev, whoever else, they got to fight who they got to fight. Kovalev's about to fight Anthony Yard. This is mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook had to fight Errol Spence. That was mandatory. So everyone else has to do it. But Canelo, right when I told you, just peep the setup. Listen, y'all fell for the mousetrap. Peep the setup. With certain fighters, every single time that is good, like a good fight that people would want to see, is always some bullshit where we don't get to it. Have you noticed that? Have you guys noticed that? Every time it's a good at like if Triple G's mandatory is Dominic Wade, oh yeah, that can happen. Yeah, we can make that. No questions asked. You see, if Triple G his mandatory comes along as Dominic Wade, this shit happens. But then when Charlo was Triple G's mandatory, oh, what has Charlo done? Oh, no, no, no. Oh, who's Charlo beat? Charlo lost to Matt Corba. All this bullshit. Nah, nah. What about Dominic Wade? Who he beat? Boxing, these motherfuckers is full of shit. And we keep proving it time and time again. And it's so easy. And it's getting easier. Because new media on that ass, man. You could say, you could kick and scream, all that. I like that. I feast off your tears. Every time is certain fighters and they have a mandatory due up, and the mandatory is actually someone we would want to see them fight, it's always some bullshit. Look at Canelo. Golovkin was Canelo's mandatory fought. Guess what? They didn't fight. What a coincidence. Canelo instead vacated the belt. Canelo's mandatory Jermall Charlo about to fight this weekend. That's a good fight. That's a good mandatory. It's a sellable fight. Jermall and Jermall Charlo are making waves. You get what I'm saying? We don't have to overdo it. Canelo could be the A side, whatever. That's cool. But the Charlos are known. I seen Jermell fought and Chris Brown was in the comment section, like, good job. Or he posted, I think he posted the Charlo fight, because they're friends with him and stuff. So Charlo's making noise and they're making wave. Every time it's a good mandatory that people wouldn't mind watching and paying for, this is what happens. You always get some type of fucking bullshit. Canelo vacated to Golovkin. Golovkin don't want to fight Charlo. Canelo doesn't want to fight Charlo. It's funny. It's laughable. I know you guys see it. I know you see it. I know you see it. Meet me at the club. Going down. I know you see it. I know these motherfuckers see everything I'm talking about, bro. Canelo, his mandatory was Charlo. I was wondering how this was going to play out. I was like, they're going to have to fight him some kind of way. And then lo and behold, this magical position just opens up that leaves Canelo exempt from having to take his mandatory. So that's what happens. You got money, your problems just can go away. You know, Charlo's on the rise. He's probably gonna do a good crowd at the NRG Stadium. You dig? And if he wins impressively, the demand would be even greater for him to face Canelo. They'll be like, oh, Canelo, when is he gonna defend WBC belt? See how something always come up? Man, I ain't losing to no motherfucker named Paco. Who's Paco? Paco Velasquez. Tune up Charlo. Bids to fight someone good first. Bro, you're not even trying to do that though. So, okay, Charlo has to fight someone first, even though but Rocky Fielding, he got to fight with Canelo. Liam Smith and all these dudes. Stop it. How did what did Amir Khan do? You in the hot seat, motherfucker. Paco, what did Amir Khan do to get Canelo at 155 since you want to play the role? You know, what did he do? What did he do to get the Amir Khan fight? I mean, to get the Canelo fight at 155. I'll wait, but I ain't waiting too long. How did Amir Khan get Canelo at 155? What did he do to earn it? He was coming off a year layoff, layoff, and a Chris Algieri performance, and that wasn't even his best. Oh, he got hurt by coming off 6 knockdown Pacquiao's. So where Paco at? King Corleone said, Paco. Yeah, come on. What did Amir Khan do? See, this is why old media never prevails because at the end of the day, old media, the stuff they say, it's easy to shoot down. You can shoot it down within seconds because they say, oh, this guy Charlo don't deserve Triple G. Okay, but Steve Rose deserved Triple G. Adama deserved Triple G. You know what I'm saying? That don't make sense. Raul says, bruh, get the fuck. Amir Khan is a much bigger name than Charlo. Okay, so first of all, block Raul. Where's Paco? Where's Paco? I'm not finna justify somebody coming up off a off a not good performance at 47 to fight at Canelo weight at 155 and talk about he's a much bigger name, bro. Amir Khan is not as big as a lot of y'all are acting like he is. You know what I'm saying? Amir Khan, why was he the B side then if he's so big? Why was he the B side? You know what I'm saying? And beyond that, what type of good is that for boxing if we're justifying somebody and a lot of these motherfuckers they said when Mikey Garcia challenged Errol Spence, a lot of these same motherfuckers would be like, oh yeah, why is Errol Spence fighting Mikey Garcia? I thought he's a big name. See, that's what I'm saying. Old media be trapped. They be trapped with that. Okay, so how are the same dudes angry at Errol Spence fighting um, Mikey Garcia? Mikey Garcia is a big name. Mikey Garcia has a good fan base. He comes from a fight family. See, the old media be trapped, bro. Old media be trapped. They really do, man. Cause a lot of the same dudes was anti Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence, saying, "Oh, why is he fighting a guy coming up?" Blah blah blah. Okay, Canelo fought, and then now people are saying, "Oh, it's because Khan was a big name." All right. Even if Khan does have a following, what did he do to earn the Canelo fight? Not a damn thing. Exactly, which was the original question. I said, see, thank you. Shout out, who was that? Shout out to Ghost 10. That exactly, that was the original question. That was a good question and nobody answered it. So appreciate you for sticking to the script. That's the whole situation. What did Amir Khan do to earn a shot? What did he do to earn a shot with Canelo? Him being a big name, that's all you have to do? As opposed to a guy who became the number one ranked person for the other guy's belt, that don't earn a shot? Then that shows that boxing has definite flaws. The bottom line is Charlo is a threat. Period. He's a threat. He said, where Paco jeans go? Christian, what's up? What's poppin'? He said Paco jeans. I really remember them jeans too. Soon as you call these clowns out, they disappear. You already know the routine. King Corleone was good. I meant to say, Carlos, shut the fuck up, hell up. Black fighters get way more of a raw deal than the Mexican fighters. Facts. Black fighters always get, the short end of the stick in the perception of the public. Is this boxing or a popularity contest? That's what I'm saying. Please explain how people are trying to justify Canelo fighting somebody we knew was gonna get knocked out, and then it happening, and explain, and it happens in the same detail that we thought it would happen. Like, who particularly, who thought that Amir Khan was finna beat Canelo? Come on, man. Ain't nobody thought that. And then this is what's being justified. Shout out to San Diego. How's it going, Ego? Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. Who got blocked? Somebody blocked Troy. Why? Y'all tripping, bro. But anyway, man, it don't make no sense. It don't make sense to justify that from a boxing fan perspective. So the guy who works to get in the number one position, you know, work to get in the number one position, and he's in the division, he don't he don't have a say. He can't get a shot. But then someone who don't even fight in the division because they're allegedly popular. I was at Canelo Con, and they were Canelo fans. So what are we talking about? King Corleone, just fix it. Just unblock it. Yeah, I don't know who blocked him, but unblock him. I don't know who blocked him, but unblock him. Oh, he's not blocked. Oh. Anyway, like, it just don't make no sense to me. It really don't. We're justifying Canelo fighting someone else because they're allegedly more popular. Like, see, this is the thing. I would never say, me personally, I would never say Errol Spence should fight Mikey Garcia, right? But be anti-fighting Sean Porter. You feel what I'm saying? That's the equivalent. I didn't have a problem with the Mikey Garcia fight. He's a talented fighter. He's moving up, and that was who was available, who was calling out Errol Spence. Cool, I got that. But at the same time, people in his actual division that want to unify, that have earned it, and it doesn't have to be Sean Porter because he's a champion, and Charlo had the interim champion. But even the Danny Garcia, I would never tell you Errol Spence shouldn't fight Danny Garcia, you know, but he should fight Mikey Garcia, who's not at the division. See how that doesn't really sound right? That don't sound right at all, you know. Oh yeah, Canelo should fight Amir Khan. We knew the outcome, but Charlo, who Canelo could have fought at 54 and never fought him there, and now they're both at 160, and he's doing everything the WBC said, and he's not getting his opportunity. Crazy. Like real crazy. And I don't see how that's even supported. I don't even see how people would like support that narrative. Listen, we have almost 200 people in here. We got to get the likes past 100. Y'all got 5 minutes, bro. I'm not playing. Like, y'all got to get these likes up, bro. It's 3:26. Y'all got to smash the like button. There's too many people just be coming in here, leaving the comments. That's great. But part of the algorithm is is on streams particularly is showing love to that like button. Canelo making Latino fighters look bad. I don't believe that. I don't think he didn't make the decision technically, and yeah, I mean, he's one fighter. He's not everybody. Ego is up. Charlo's nuts. Block him. Yeah, I don't have time for that like little kid talk and shit. The bottom line is this could all be resolved. If what I'm saying is false, tell Canelo to fight Charlo and beat him. Like, cause this is what they do. This is that old media shit. Oh yeah, Charlo, who's he beat? He sucks. He's not that good. Then why doesn't so you mean to tell me you would rather see Canelo fight Rocky Fielding, who's not that good, you know, than Charlo, who's not that good in your opinion? Come on, bro. So you think Charlo's gonna be less competitive? These motherfuckers is liars, bro. Like real, pure, like bald faced liars. You would rather see Amir Khan because he's popular get a shot at Canelo, knowing he's not the most durable guy at 135 and 140 or 147. You rather see him fight Canelo at 155 than two guys and Charlo's like a size event. Come on, bro. You rather see Rocky Fielding with the size advantage get a shot, get a paycheck, no questions asked, than to see Charlo. Come on, bro. Charlo would be less competitive. Just block these motherfuckers. SGP, block them. Bro, this is all your opinion. Man, these motherfuckers stating it like it's facts. It'll be less competitive. Okay, so why didn't he take care of his mandatory and get this less competitive work out the way? Bro, these dudes is trapped. They are trapped. They are trapped in the matrix. There's a glitch in the matrix. I'm about to eat this Twix because I'm eating the boxing game alive, bro. No matter what you say, shout out to Robert, dollar super chat, appreciate you. No matter what you say, what you talking about, if it was so easy, then why does he get anointed this franchise player bullshit instead of just fighting him? Or why doesn't he fight him regardless? Why does he, all right, I'm the franchise champion. I want Charlo next. If he's that easy, see, only in boxing do you get some shit where a motherfucker says, this is easy, easy work, but then they won't prove it. King Corleone. Facts. Oh my gosh. Shout out to my dude, King Corleone with the body. Oh my gosh. He said, trust me, if it was less competitive, they would have actually took the fight because people actually want to see it and it would draw well. Exactly. Come on. Hey, hold on. They be trying to play the role, bro. They saying it's less competitive, but they don't believe it. Listen, I'm in Houston right now. Let me put you on some game real quick. I'm in Houston right now as we fucking speak to cover Jermall Charlo versus Brandon Adams, which ain't even the biggest fight available. And I came for this fight. So, you know, you out your motherfucking scalp if you think Charlo and Canelo, I wouldn't come out for that. You know what I'm saying? As long as they credential me, I'll come out for that. Come on, stop playing with me, Smokey. They know it don't make sense. I'm out here for Charlo versus Brandon Adams, so you know if that's gonna be an event, so is Blue Blood. Blue's out here too. You know, we went to Papa Do's yesterday. Shout out to Nathan. Welcome to H Town. I'm out from New York. You got a boxing from New York. someone that comes out from Cali comes out to the H for a Brandon Adams fight, but you don't think the Canelo versus Charlo would sell? Come on, get the fuck out of here. They know they lying. What's up, Pastor? Block Juan Hernandez. Look at the name spaces and profile pics of the people doing the most hating. We having a block party. Y'all gonna be held responsible for what the fuck you say. Dude said Charlo fight nobody's. But Canelo one fight removed from Rocky Fielding. Ain't gonna happen, not on my watch. Charlo's like like a guy for a drug test. We don't need I'm gonna look at the situation, say some stupid shit. Man, they gave him an out. They gave him a way to duck. Didn't Williams just unify and didn't Charlo beat Charlo beat him when he was undefeated? You dig? Man, yeah, bro. And the funny thing is, De La Hoya has done interviews talking about Charlo fight. Man, go listen. I'm gonna just say what the fuck it is. Golden Boy is down to Canelo. Canelo is the last ready-made pay-per-view, large name that draws. Golden Boy has some other people like my girl Marlon Esparza, my dude Ryan Garcia, Virgil Ortiz. But I'm talking about people that are ready-made right now. You could put them on a main event pay-per-view. You get what I'm saying? They're down. The only person they got that's reliable is Canelo. Mauricio Herrera, I think he retired. He lost to Virgil Ortiz. Jesus Soto Caras. All these motherfuckers is lost and retired and shit. David Lemieux, his last two fights, he pulled out. Couldn't make weight and got injured. So what are we talking about? So Golden Boy knows that. So they're trying to preserve Canelo, and this is what happens. You notice with Floyd, he never had to have all this extra ass shit. Period. What it do, homie? Ego, welcome to the H-Town, homie, already. Shout out to Hector, what's popping? Appreciate you. Y'all, weather is a trip out here. This should be hot and cold at the same time. It be hold and shit. Like, what's the weather gonna be like today? Oh, this shit hold outside. Like, what's hold? Hot and cold, motherfucker. They tripping. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me or what? Black fighters continue to get done dirty. Yeah. When did becoming a mandatory become an option? Bro, it's always an option when you got money and you trying to finagle and shit. That's what I'm saying. These dudes, they know they wrong. They know they faking the funk. All these damn excuses and reasons why Charlo don't deserve it, but nothing is said when Canelo and Triple G, they're considered the big names at the division, right? They're considered the big names at the division, and nobody says shit when they choose to fight people lesser than Charlo. Listen, if you fought if Canelo and Triple G are the biggest, the perceived biggest names, not skills or whatever, but biggest names in the division, right? And if they can, either one of them can say that they have fought someone lesser than Charlo in the last 5 6 years, then all media is dead, bro. There's nothing you can say because unless you've competed at all much greater than Charlo level guys, which we know to not be the fucking case, then you don't have shit to say. Shout out to my dude D Bevel the champ. I saw you at the Jermall fight, getting in that easy work. Done. Keep up the great work. Shout out to my dude holding Las Vegas down. Appreciate you. Yeah, the bottom line is both Canelo and Triple G, the two big names at middleweight, have both fought guys lesser than Charlo. So if that's the case, then nobody gives a fuck what you talking about. Like, um, Triple G just fought Steve Rolls. So for every bullshit excuse that you're gonna try to come up with to explain your way out of it and explain why Triple G fought Steve Rolls, then and explain why Charlo don't deserve a chance, then why didn't that apply to Steve Rolls? Oh, who's Charlo beat? Okay, who's Steve Rolls beat? Period. Same thing with Canelo. You look at Canelo's resume. Oh, who's he beat? Who did Rocky Fielding beat? Real talk. Name someone Rocky Fielding beat. Not lost to like Caleb Smith. Who he beat? Shout out to Jesse Wyatt. Sounds familiar, huh? Ego. The Canelo fans sounding like old AJ protectors with the excuses. Has anyone thought you was Slim Thug in Houston yet? Nah, not yet, man. Bro, these dudes is coming up with straight excuses after excuses. It's so sad. Canelo's a good fighter. I've never taken that away from him. But all the policies and the protection and the the stigmas around his career just it's not it's not what you prefer to see. Shout out to Big Money. He said, "Welcome to my city." Shout out to H Town, man. Oh my gosh, Juan Diaz is back. Canelo wanted Fielding's belt. Fielding had a fake ass belt, bro. Stop playing with me, Smokey. You don't know what you talking about, bro. All right, what belt did Fielding have? Was that the real Juan Diaz? You in the hot seat? I can't look at the names, faces, and the profile pics of the people doing the most hating. What belt did he have? What belt did Rocky Fielding have, bro? Who did he beat for it? Say, hey, just get him out of here, bro. Cause I know I know he gonna get destroyed. Just get him out of here. Shooters. Bring up Danny Jacobs. What about Jacobs? What am I supposed to be? Man, block Omar. Don't motherfucker try to tell me how to run this show. Block Omar too. Look at it. Block Omar Luan. Look at the names, faces, and profile pics of the people doing the most hating. What the fuck? He said, bring up Laura, bring up Jake. Man, I'm gonna bring up them shooters. That's what we gonna bring up. Fuck what you talking about, bro. We try to bring up this franchise WBC shit that Canelo is now under. So right when the shit got good and Charlo's probably gonna put on a performance, we'll have to see Adams. But it's probably gonna be a good crowd and now Canelo has this convenient back door where he doesn't have a mandatory Charlo anymore because he's a franchise champion. Come on, bro. I think Canelo's a great fighter, but he's definitely wasting his prime with politics. Yeah, it was a resume belt. Then why'd you bring it up, bro? Ain't nobody care about that Rocky Fielding shit. Rocky Fielding got knocked out in one round by Caleb Smith, who has won the World Boxing Super Series shit, beating George Groves. Stop playing with me unless you know what you talk about. You know, unless you know what you talking about, you getting destroyed. He had a fake version of belt, like you know what I'm saying. He didn't have a. It's not like Pacquiao got a fake version of the belt, the WBA, but he about to fight the guy with the real WBA. But beyond that, it's still Pacquiao. So we even if Pacquiao has a fake WBA version of the belt, we still know it's Pacquiao. So a win over Pacquiao would still be, you know, notable. Rocky Fielding, aside from the belt, nobody knew who the fuck he was. Canelo fighting Liam Smith, who got a belt through a vacancy. When Demetrius Andrade had the belt, why didn't he go after Andrade to get the belt at 154? Man, I'm destroying them. I'm destroying them. How come when Andrade had that same belt, Canelo wasn't interested? They were both at 154. Canelo was at 155 Canelo weight. Why didn't he go after Andrade since he wanted that belt? But then when Andrade got stripped of it and wasn't fighting routinely and it went vacant and Liam Smith won it, now he want to go after the belt. And he even dropped the Canelo weight extra pound to be eligible for the belt and fought Liam Smith at 154. Why didn't Canelo go straight to Caleb Smith? Yeah, facts. That's what I'm saying, man. Come on, it's too easy to see. They risky fights and low reward. Man, fuck that. This is boxing. What you talking about? It's risky fights. So everybody else got to take risky fights. Fucking Charlo's taking Matt Korobov late notice, a guy with the amateur pedigree, some power. That's risky. You know, Charlo fighting Jorge Cota when you've been training for Tony Harrison. That's risky. You see these upsets in boxing, like the Andy Ruiz and seeing all these other guys. So basically, like this is boxing. Those are fights that don't reward you the same as beating Canelo or Triple G financially or in the view from the fan. Bro, they do not want these popular fighters that are non-black to lose to a black fighter. Period. They don't even want to. They don't. They don't want to. They don't even want to see it happen. They'll prevent it from happening before anything. Like Danny Jacobs, that's my dude. But I will say Jacobs, and if you look at his recent performances, he's shown some kind of like where he's like giving up early rounds and stuff, and it's not like hadn't been the most performance. I thought he did enough to beat Triple G, but him getting knocked down didn't help his case. You know, having a slow start. Then I thought he beat everybody that he just fought except for Canelo. You know, and when he fought Matt Selesky, some people were saying Selesky won. I thought he beat Selesky, but some people said too close. When he fought Derevchenko, some people said he won. See how Canelo's fighting these dudes at that point, and it's still Jacob, so it's still a good win. But Canelo, he didn't dominate. He came out real sharp with Jacobs, but he was only able to sustain that 4 or 5 rounds maybe, and then Jacobs came on. So it wasn't even that like Canelo got to pace himself better. You know what I'm saying? It's like Canelo's like strategic. Like, oh, Jacobs will be a good win, but he also did it like he didn't fight Jacobs straight after the Triple G shit. You know, he didn't fight after that. Like he waited till more was shown. Where Jacobs, had some tough fights with Derevchenko and then Selesky. That's the fact. Like, okay, put it this way: Floyd Mayweather fought a lot of guys off their best wins, career best wins. He fought Maidana after he nearly knocked out undefeated Broner. That's at the point where he fought. Shane Mosley had beaten and knocked out a Granite Chin Antonio Margarito. Canelo had just beaten undefeated Southpaw Austin Trout, where a lot of people thought Austin Trout at the time had a chance to beat Canelo. That's the point at which Floyd fought all these dudes. Floyd fought them at those points. Canelo, who's like name someone like that, like a Canelo figure, where Canelo fought them at their peak. Even Golovkin, when Canelo fought Golovkin, he waited till Jacobs exposed some shit. Kell Brook exposed some shit. He didn't just fight him and be the first one to expose it. You did. He didn't just be like he waited for a welterweight to go in there with Kell Brook and expose some flaws in Triple G. and then Jacobs had success and then pushed him the distance. And then his team got confident and said, "Oh, okay, we could actually beat this dude." Name somebody like a Charlo, who's like, probably in their last four fights they have a good amount of knockouts, hurting guys, undefeated, same age. Canelo and Charlo are 5 months apart. The twins and Canelo, they're like 5 months apart. They're older than Canelo about 5 months. Name someone, you know what I'm saying? Jorge Castro, block him. Look at the names, faces, and the profile pics of the people doing the most hating. Now you're putting up excuses. So once again, this is why you're getting blocked. So um, when you come to your fake profile, you said putting up excuses, but you did. Y'all motherfuckers got to explain. I'm explaining everything that I'm saying. So if you don't understand, then say I don't understand what you mean, ego. But don't say, oh, you putting up excuses, but you can't explain what I'm saying, bro. I'm not putting up excuses. If I'm putting up excuses, name the motherfucker Canelo fought with that type of momentum. The person he fought with momentum like that. Block tight right, 85. Bow shooters, we gonna have fun. Oh my gosh, Ronald Figley, why you do the boy like that? King Corleone said, bro, they can't do it. They rather just say it because they can't explain their way out of it. You know, and the Canelo man fans is funny because every other week, depending on what happens with his career, I'm y'all say I'm sucking Canelo dick, and then the next week something else happens, whatever you want about me. But one thing I know is you ain't proving me wrong, so we good there. He said he said they gave Canelo the Steve Francis belt. Hey bro, you gotta chill, bro. They gave him the Steve Francis. All we want you to do is prove what I'm saying wrong. Smash the like button. Look at the names, faces, and the profile pics of the people doing the most hating. This shit is funny. It's funny, bro. Name somebody, Austin Trout, maybe? With I can't say Floyd because Floyd, I don't think people thought he was in his prime. And he's still schooled Canelo. You Canelo casuals getting bodied in the bay. Man, they getting destroyed because it's all emotion with them. They think with pure emotion, and it's easier to say you're hating than to prove that I'm hating because they know what I'm saying is true if they do the research. Period. This whole franchise thing is not a good look, bro. Canelo, put it this way: why doesn't if Charlo wins this weekend, why don't we still get the Charlo fight? Fuck it, there, that solves everything. If you don't like what people are saying, fight Charlo anyway, as the franchise champion. Fight him anyway. Then cool. If you're like, these motherfuckers be like, oh yeah, Errol should fight Terrence Crawford. Okay, Charlo's on one side, Canelo's on another side. That's a great fight. I'll pay for it, top dollar. So if you don't need this franchise belt for protection, then fight him anyway, despite them ordering that. Let's see if that happens, bro. They can't win. They can't beat us. It's just what it is. This new media shit. If you don't like it, then that's my best suggestion. If you don't like the perception of being like the WBC and the powers that be don't want no smoke with Charlo, then fight him anyway and prove us wrong. Say, okay, I respect the WBC, you know, and them giving me the franchise, and I know Charlo's not my mandatory, but I still want to fight him for the fans. Let's see if that happens. you know? And don't get it twisted. Let's not act like Canelo didn't go against the WBC in recent memory anyway, where he wouldn't accept their belts. So if they said he's the franchise and he don't have to fight Charlo, then okay, go against him.
Go against him and say, hey, I'm fighting Charlo anyway. I agree with you, homie. Canelo should fight the mandatories. Charlos are good, homie. So yeah, let's see if that happens, bro. It's a cop out, so he don't have to. He could have fought Charlo, either one of them, at 54. Yes, it's not like Canelo can lose the franchise belt. Oh, y'all going in. He said if you the franchise, you should be willing to fight all comers. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I'm telling you how I feel about the news. So the best way is if you, for me and other people who agree with me, let's see you fight Charlo irregardless of what they said of the franchise thing, and you don't have like because boxing should be about that anyway. It shouldn't be just about what sanctioning bodies order. If it's a good fight, it's a good fight. You feel? If it's a good fight, it's a good fight. If the fans want to fight, they want to fight. So it shouldn't just be about what the sanctioning bodies order because they order a lot of stuff. They ordered Luis Ortiz, Dillian White. Love it. Never happened, bro. We know what this is, and you could try to sugarcoat it and make me a hater. Well, I don't give a fuck. Whatever you talking about. The bottom line is we know why this move was done. And it's like before the Charlos get too hot, it's like, oh man, we have to come up with this reason why Canelo no longer has to face him. You see, and see now we're being open. The WBC, you know what they try to do? They try to shield Canelo by Canelo's the okay, bro. Oh my gosh, this shit is too easy. Listen, if y'all want this real life smoke, I got points that they never even think of. Let's get to 150 likes. If we get to 150 likes, I promise I'm gonna smoke them with this point. 150 likes. Smash the fucking like button. And can I get a hell yeah? We about to smoke them. Shooters are doing a great job taking care of the chat. I'm not even worried about that. If y'all want to hear it, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? And let's get to 150 likes. I promise I'm going to smoke them. I'm going to smoke them. They don't think on my level, man. You trying to play me for a sucker like I don't pay attention to boxing. I promise you that. It's Oh, we got to 150 already? All right, let me get them. Let me get them. Hold on. WBC tried some slick shit. Canelo, on paper, and in my opinion, beat Golovkin in the second fight. They ordered Golovkin to fight against Charlo. Why? Okay, so Charlo was already supposed to be the mandatory for the Canelo Triple G winner. Going into the fight, that's what the WBC said. That's what was understood. That the winner of Canelo Triple G was to fight Charlo, right? But then they don't want to upset Canelo again. So they pawned Charlo off, the number one guy, on Triple G, who lost. So how come the champion doesn't have to fight the number one, but Triple G, who's coming off of a loss to Canelo, he had to do an eliminator. They ordered a final eliminator with him. They ordered an eliminator with Triple G and and Charlo. Maybe hoping Charlo can get knocked off by Triple G. But Triple G, his ass don't want to fight nobody, so he didn't fight him. He didn't listen to the WBC, and now they're in this mess. So you have Canelo, and it's gonna grow with more pressure and more pressure. The better the Charlos look, because I consider them twins, and consider them kind of a collective. But the better the because when Jermall just got a knockout, and then if he beats Tony Harrison, that helps the Charlo and Lions only movement. You know, if Jermall looks good and does a good crowd in Houston this weekend, then that helps. So they know the pressure is coming. So as a result, they have to find out a reason to to slow, like stop the bleeding, so they don't bleed out. They know Canelo is getting close to that point where people are going to start demanding Canelo face his mandatory. So they came up with this cockamamie plan. So now Canelo don't have to. He gets elevated, and now he's removed from the duty of having to face Charlo. Facts. Period. Because like I said, how come Canelo beat Triple G and then they ordered Triple G to fight Charlo when Charlo was supposed to be the number one mandatory? He was supposed to be the number one mandatory for the winner of Canelo Triple G. It's just like when AJ didn't want to fight Luis Ortiz. See how they made sure that didn't happen? You guys see how they made sure that did not happen. The AJ was not in a position. And Eddie Hearn kind of tried it with the Wilder situation. AJ's side was not ready to fight Wilder. That's why they lowballed him. That's why they made sure that the WBA would intervene when Wilder's side said, hey, we down to fight you in the UK. We got two more. And you know what else is fucked up? Charlo is now the full champion. So the WBC, I'm gonna say it again. Cut out briefly. He became champion. He was supposed to fight Charlo, right? Now he's this franchise champion, and Charlo's the full champion. Whoever is the next one guy Charlo has to fight, do you think Charlo is going to get all these passes to not be number one mandatory, or is he going to have to do right by the WBC rules and fight him? Of course, he's going to have to fight whoever they say is his mandatory. So, if Derenchenko or something becomes his mandatory, they have to fight him. But conveniently, this side Canelo be there was a way out where he didn't have to fight his mandatory. But if mandatory would like, I promise you, did hold on. I see the one. Appreciate you. People keep saying Jacobs punked Charlo when it was Charlo who suggested that Jacobs drop their next opponent and set something up. Jacobs didn't want to be part of that. He took the out. The reality of it. And you know what the crazy thing about it is this. Here's the crazy thing. Let me break it down. Canelo, this what happens. Money and power and influence. This is what happens. You get to kind of make your own rules or whatever. Um, Smash the like button. Make sure y'all smash the like button. But here's the thing. If you look at the timeline, Canelo vacated the WBC belt when the WBC and Canelo and Triple G interim fights, which we now know to be Amir Khan for Canelo and Dominic Wade for Triple G, they agreed that they were going to face each other next. And that satisfied what the WBC was asking of Canelo. Canelo was being sued, and he didn't want to fight Golovkin. He didn't want to move up to 160. Golovkin said he's not moving down to 155. So guess what? Canelo vacated his belt in like August or September of 2016 and said, fuck it, here, you want the belt so bad? And he gave it to Golovkin. So Canelo is now being rewarded for giving up his belt, his WBC belt. Then he, ended up fighting Golovkin to a controversial draw. Then he failed a drug test with clenbuterol. Didn't pay any fines, only 6 months suspension. Then he came back and then beat Triple G. I thought he did beat him, right? And in between that, there was a stance where he took a hard stance and he wasn't fucking with the WBC. So failed drug test, ignored the WBC because he was mad at them for a year during the Chavez Jr. fights and stuff like that. So you vacated your belt to Golovkin in 2016 and just gave it up as opposed to doing what you said you would do, which was fight him that year. So you didn't fight Golovkin and vacated your belt. Said, I'm not going to be... he said something to the effect of, I'm not going to be forced into these artificial deadlines, something like that. So you vacated your belt to Golovkin, and Golovkin couldn't fight you in 2016 for the belt. Then you got mad at the WBC and protested them. It would not accept the special belts they were making for the Chavez Jr. fights, stuff like that. And then you fail a drug test in last year, only pay, no, you don't pay any money, 6 months suspension, right? And now he's regarded as the champion, franchise champion. How? Like, so you could go, and that's his last couple of years. So you could go, that's your timeline, and you get rewarded as legendary, this legendary champion, block Steve White. The Black Channel. Why would the Black block Steve White? Bah! Oh shit! Rock-a-bye, baby. Listen, I'm loving it. Like McDonald's, I'm loving it, bro. Block, fuck you. The dude that's name said fuck you. Bro, I'm loving it. Notice these dudes is putting this crazy shit and insanity, but one thing they're not putting is a response to what I'm saying. So we know what the deal is. Anytime you guys see that, just know that's what it is. That's what it is. Anytime you see me making deliberate points and talking boxing and going over specific timelines, and their response is "fuck you, ego. You're biased. Stop hating on Canelo." You know what it is. I'm teaching y'all how to be these new media soldiers. Y'all know what it is. Every time I start going in and giving you deliberate responses with examples that are all factual and time based, their response is shut up, man, you're lying. Stop hating. Man, we already know what that is. We're not even gonna spend time on that. So my shooters are doing an excellent job, bro. They're doing an excellent job. Shout out to the shooters. Man, look at this Houston shit. Look at this weather in Houston, though. Man, I'm in H-Town. Hey, smash the like for the H-Town. What's pop? Shout out to H-Town already. Look, I'm in H-Town already. Block SK Music. Once again, they mad. He said Charlo sisters. Why they big mad, bro? They don't have nothing to say. That's how you know I came in. Listen, they don't have nothing to combat this real life shit. We talking real boxing. They want to talk me. They want. Man, I'm right next. Man, let's get it. What's popping? So anyway, my work here is done. If they don't have nothing to respond, then I made my point clear enough. That's how we gonna do them. Told you, surgical summer. Doesn't look good. Like I said, if what I'm saying is bullshit, then I hope to see Canelo versus Charlo. Let's see the fight. Ego, you having a good time with Blue and Mac? Yeah, man, we went to Papa Do's. We were just chopping it up in the parking lot. It's cool. Let's see the Charlo fight. He the full champion. So to me, I don't care about this franchise shit. Canelo said he wanted to be undisputed. You got to get that full regular belt that we all know from Charlo. And you got to get the one from Andre. So let's see it. Black Murderers Row 2.0. Let's see it. Canelo said he wanted to be undisputed. How you going to be undisputed and you got some special created WBC belt so you didn't have to fight Charlo? Hell nah. Hell nah. Hell nah, bro. Bro, they made a belt so he didn't have to fight Charlo, bro. They elevated him just to elevate, they elevated Charlo by default just so he didn't have to fight him, bro. That ain't undisputed, cause you never fought him. Nah, hell nah. I just thought about that. How are you undisputed and Charlo running around? He got a WBC full belt. Hell nah. You got not WBC. Y'all just made it worse. Y'all just made it worse, man. Because now he has to fight Charlo. because I'm not recognized. How are you gonna have two WBC champions? See, Keith Thurman got a WBA belt. He the super champion. Manny Pacquiao, I just want to my upcoming my fight, right? Manny Pacquiao, he got the WBA. Guess what? These motherfuckers is fighting in July. I don't lie, you lie. In July, they fighting to consolidate that WBA. Danny Jacobs had a belt. Okay. I told you this shit like a rap battle to me. He go get this work. Listen, Danny Jacobs had a WBA belt. He was a regular champ. Gennady Golovkin was the super champ. Guess what? They fought. They had to consolidate that. So how Canelo gets special treatment? WBC, y'all just made it worse. Y'all just made it worse because the only way to settle this now is to still fight Charlo. You can't. You the franchise undisputed champion, and they just made up a belt, and then Charlo running around with the full WBC belt. Nah, you got now. You got to fight. Before you just had to fight, the mandatory when they called it. Now you for sure, if you want to be undisputed, to me, you for sure got to fight Charlo, and you for sure got to fight against Andre. Period. So they made it worse. You should have just left him at the mandatory and not called the mandatory. But doing all this other extra shit, they'd have made it worse. How are you gonna be undisputed and you never like come on, bro. Just listen, hear me out. Listen. Oh my gosh, shout out to H-Town. I'm the young god out here, bro. Listen. If boxing is the best versus the best, how can you say you're the best when there's a top-rated guy who is doing everything right, moving through the rankings, and you never fought him? How can you say I'm the best in the division, especially when he was up to fight you and next up to fight you? How can you say I'm this, that, and undisputed and all this stuff? How? Hey, block Sergio. Look at the names, faces, and the profile pics of the people doing the most hating. I don't gotta answer nothing to you. They got a make-up situation. I'm talking reality. Y'all motherfuckers make shit up. Go to that Candyland, Shoots and Ladder, weak-ass channels. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, would you guys be doing this if Charlo did this? Man, that's not the reality. Talk about Danny, champ of the world. Talk about Danny. I don't care about why. This how you know, man. This how you know we got him by the balls. This how you know we got him by the balls, bro. Pause. Man, fuck Paul. I'ma unpause it. We got him by the balls, man. We got him by the balls because they have to make up fake scenarios that don't exist to put ourselves in the shoes that, nah, we're not doing it. We going off of actual news, what actually happened in the because they refuse to talk about the actual reality. Ego got his balls in a vice grip. Corny. Yeah, man. Hell no. Nah. It don't make sense. So we just supposed to forget about Charlo. We're supposed to forget that that Canelo's supposed to fight him because they did this. Nah, that don't work like that. But nice try. Man, I don't care about no friend, creative player. And the funny thing is, once again, you see black fighters running towards the fire. Terrence Crawford trying to fight the Errol Spence. He was trying to fight Pacquiao. Errol Spence trying to fight Pacquiao and fight Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? Black fighters keep running towards the fire. Charlo's been calling out Canelo and Triple G. Other Charlo tried to get an immediate rematch when he felt he was robbed. Triple G, he barely won versus Jacobs, and he felt he got robbed, but he don't want no immediate rematch. Lomachenko don't want no immediate rematch. Man, come on, bro. Y'all playing with me. They complain about stuff Mayweather supposedly did. Oh my gosh, Kid Corleone is killing yo. they complain about stuff Mayweather supposedly did that they didn't like, but Canelo get away with that and claim the same thing. Shaking my head at stupid shit. Me and King Corleone be like, bro, we on the same page. That's what I'm saying. These dudes be saying, oh, Mayweather did shit that he didn't even do. And then when someone actually does it and they're doing it worse, then they don't call it out. And then the kicker is this. But wait, there's more. But the kicker is this. Then on top of that, they'll allow for the fighter, the Mexican fighter, Canelo or whoever who's non-black, they'll allow them to do the same thing that Floyd never even did, but then they'll attribute it to Floyd. You see how that works? Like they'll say, "Oh, Canelo learned from Floyd." Nah, hell nah. So Jared from Subway, a motherfucking pervert. So if I do some shit, some catch a predator shit, then I'm like, oh, my family gonna be like, oh, he learned from Jared from Subway. No, that's not how that works, bro. You do some foul shit, you're held accountable for it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go up and grab bitches' booties and shit, oh man, he learned that from Q-Bad Pulev, he learned that from Bill Cosby. You cannot say fuck in front of the children. You say, got a jit sushi with the booty, the jello. Nah, bro. They always try to blame Floyd for some shit that someone else is doing. Nah, that's not how that works. So, okay, so if Canelo hit a woman, he gonna be like, oh yeah, he learned it from Floyd. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't believe in that. I believe as a man, as a true man, an alpha male, you held accountable for what you do. You don't just, oh, I learned it from someone. Especially if it's like genetics. Some things like genetically can get passed down, like alcohol abuse and shit. But Canelo ain't got nothing to do with Mayweather like that. To be, oh, you can all because you can always do the opposite. If someone did something, if Mayweather was a cherry picker, and that you didn't like Mayweather for cherry pick, then you be better than him. Don't be like, oh, can't beat him, join him. Fuck that. Man, Wilder been a champion longer than Canelo. He never got this level of praise. Canelo, listen, this is how they do black fighters. Wilder been a champion since January 2015 with the WBC and has successful title defenses against everybody he was supposed to fight. When they wanted Stavern as a mandatory Brazil, he going through all the motions, making good fights, pushing for good fights, trying to unify, all those types of things. Right? Never got this franchise. Canelo fuck around, failed a drug test, was mad at the WBC and protesting and boycotting them, gave up his belt instead of facing Golovkin, and he get rewarded. If that ain't politics and business and money, then I don't know what is. How you fail a drug test, avoid Golovkin in 2016, and refuse to fight him at that point, and then also have a standoff in public where you don't accept the WBC's belt, and then the WBC doing all this to make sure that don't happen again. Hell no, bro. Bad look. Bad look. And like I said, if what I'm saying is false, then I look forward to seeing the Charlo fight with Canelo. But here's the kicker. I'm hearing stuff about Canelo fighting Sergey Kovalev at 75 and Caleb Smith. So that proves to me everything that I'm saying. Everything I'm saying is real. This new media shit is so real. I'm like an apostle. I spit that gospel. Oh my gosh, I'm an apostle. Spit the gospel of the popsicle. Just climbed out of the hospital. Bro, I'm something else that y'all not used to in this boxing game. I'm giving you the facts before they even come out. Like I'm on some out of this world shit. What's the chick from Out of This World? I'm her. I'm all them. Because you know what I'm saying is true. The fourth division, I don't care about none of that. You got challenges right in front of you. Why would you do that? Why would you be looking at Caleb Smith challenges? And that's not a bad fight, by the way. But why are you looking that way when you have challenges right? See, bro, Canelo, I'm telling you, Canelo doesn't do as good with black fighters. Listen to me. It's gonna make some people mad, but I don't give a fuck. because I speak the real and I speak that gospel. I speak that death row east. Canelo's style is closer to the stereotypical American style, the stereotypical African American black fighter style. Canelo be doing hand movement and, you know what I'm saying? Canelo wavy out here. That's why they don't want Canelo in there. And I know some people, oh, but he just fought Jacobs. Oh, but shut the fuck up. Certain styles make fights. Charlo is more aggressive than Jacobs, for sure. Charlo arguably hits harder, and he has a good jab, and he's bigger than Jacobs, right? So it's a different style off of that. And he's probably a couple years younger than Jacobs, stuff like that. So it's just a different fight. And then Andre's just all the way tricky, tall, confident, southpaw. So those are just different fights. But they rather put Canelo in with these British fighters, Mir Khan, Liam Smith, Caleb Liam, Liam Joshua and all this shit. Than to put him in there with other, because a lot of those fighters have certain European style traits. Canelo fares well with them, just like Floyd versus Ricky Hatton and shit. He fares well with that. Same thing with Kovalev. Canelo's a great body puncher. Kovalev looks weak to the body, and we've already seen the blueprint that he can be stopped. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a dangerous fight still. Like, listen, Caleb Smith and Kovalev, they aren't bad fights. There's still inherent danger there for Canelo, but it's still playing the numbers game, because you have threats right in front of you in Charlo and Andrade, right, who are immediate threats, and they're stylistically probably a bigger threat to Canelo. Stylistically, in terms of the style. Like with Caleb Smith and Kovalev, he got to be mindful of their punching power, But Caleb Smith especially. But Kovalev, he's definitely in that European, like, great straight shots and jabs and stuff like that. So it's just a different fight. So they would rather take their chances with that. Styles make fights. Just like Joshua, I think Joshua will probably lose to Andy Ruiz again. Because styles make fight. Andy Ruiz, if he gets on the inside, he's going to tear Joshua. He's going to tear him up. Because of stylistic matchup. Shorter shots, get to the target quicker, and Ruiz has fast hands. Joshua's best chance is to try to stop. Man, I'm giving up too much free game. Let's get it. But, yeah, man. It don't make sense for Canelo to be, like, looking outside of the playpen when you got Andre and Charlo, David Benavidez at 68. That would be a huge fight in Texas. David Benavidez and Canelo. But you looking all the way past that to Kovalev, who has 3. So I think some of that's I think Caleb Smith looked too dangerous for Canelo, so I don't see them putting him in there with him. Even though he only fought Hassan Endam, I don't see it. Because Caleb Smith looks pretty good though. And even though he has kind of a European style, he's just big as fuck with a lot of power and stuff. Good punching. So I don't see that. I think they're going to try to make Canelo Triple G3. But anyway, smash the like button. We should be over 200 now. Thanks to 200 plus, man. We working. I'm out in Houston doing my thing. Hopefully you guys enjoy the channel. But yeah, I'm not feeling this franchise boy shit. It just don't make no sense. And like I said, if everything I'm saying is wrong and this is not like an order of protection, then let's see Canelo fight Charlo regardless of anyway. Before, to me, they purposely stepped in the way and complicated the thing. So to prove me wrong, and not just me, but boxing, make the fight anyway. You don't need the sanctioning bodies to order the fight for it to happen. We've seen that time and time again. So let's see if Canelo fights Charlo. He's a full champion now, and it's a respectable fight. They can say whatever they want. Hey, smash the like button. We should be over 200. We damn close. If you in here, we should be over 200. Yeah, man, people can say whatever they want. That's just what it is, the reality. Canelo's a very good fighter. But look, and the other thing is, like, look at it.
Charlo hurt. People are trying so bad to make Charlo look horrible and look like he's not formidable. But Danny Jacobs gave up early rounds and still did good late. And Canelo seemed like a different fighter when he started getting tired, right? Charlo showed power to the last round because he hurt. I was at his last fight with Korobov, and he hurt Korobov in the 12th round. So Charlo, just like Wilder, how he hurt Tyson Fury in the last round, Charlo showed power late. So how is Canelo with the stamina issues that he showed when he boxes so sharp and he moves like when he fought Golovkin and when he fought, he seems to always be tired. So even in the Shane Mosley fight, he looked tired. So if he has stamina issues and knee problems and all that shit, how the fuck he gonna deal with Charlo? You know, because like let's be honest, who is Canelo knocked out? I'm talking about out of bigger guys he faced. Didn't knock out Chavez, didn't knock him down. Didn't knock out Jacobs, didn't knock him down. In 24 rounds, 2 Golovkin fights, he didn't knock him down or knock him out. So Canelo has power, but does he have power where he's gonna stop Charlo, who I've never even really seen hurt? These motherfuckers know, they know what the fuck I'm saying is true. Name a bigger guy that Canelo stopped. The weakest guy, Rocky Fielding, or Liam Smith. And if you put Liam Smith and Rocky Fielding on the level of Charlo, then I don't even know what to tell you. Because Liam Smith lost to Jaime Munguia, who has no defense. So, once again, stylistically, Charlo is a nasty fight. You know, I'm not saying Canelo has no shot, because I don't really do that often. But Canelo, who's he? That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers don't even watch boxing like that, bro. Because what they're saying is too radical. It's just too radical. Like, who, like, you have to look at conventional wisdom and what you've seen. When have we seen Canelo fight a bigger guy who's strong, you know, that has like more of an elite name, and he stopped him or knocked him down? I just went through it. 2 Triple G fights, Jacobs fight, and the Chavez fight. He got shots off. Let's say he hurt some of them. He didn't stop or knock down any of those. So you really think he's just gonna go and tear Charlo up when Charlo got a good ass jab? Come on, bro. I did a video about it, the Charlo Showtime special, Anatomy of a Punch, and he's breaking down the counter uppercut. That's strategic shit. That takes some timing and some rhythm and different shit to execute. So you think Canelo would be ready for that? Someone with long arms coming with that counter uppercut when you're tired? Come on, bro. That's a different level of shit. What do you mean he fought Rocky Fielding? Yeah, the great Rocky Fielding. Yeah, so I think Canelo's power is overstated. You know, and this is what happens. They build up fighters and they build them up to what unrealistic proportions. And then other fighters good downgrade them and denigrate them. You know, and they act like them fighters ain't shit. You know, and then it be the ain't shit guy that ends up winning. And then they label it a surprise, like Andy Ruiz. That counter uppercut crushed J Rock. Facts. Bro, Canelo's handlers know that Charlo fight is nasty. I think Charlo more so than Andrade and Jacobs. And I would have always said that just because styles make fights. I think Triple G gives Charlo a harder fight than Canelo because styles make fights. And I do think Canelo beat Triple G. Boxing is funny like that. It's funny. Like, I think Charlo it has a harder fight with Golovkin. And I think Canelo beats Golovkin if they rematch. Styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? You can't make no sense of this. It's just certain styles.
Just look at Canelo. Shorter, gets tired. Good fighter, but gets tired. So Charlo has showed you power late in fights. That's not a good, and he has a good jab. How Canelo gonna get on the inside?